From Tampa Bay streaming news source, brought to you by AlertTodayFlorida.com. This is ABC Action News.
Hello, I'm Wendy Ryan. Dennis has Florida's most accurate forecast in just a moment. But first, here are your ABC Action News Now headlines. America's favorite dad is headed to prison. Bill Cosby was sentenced to 3 to 10 years for drugging and sexually assaulting a woman. The judge labeled him a sexually violent predator. He's 81 years old, and his attorney asked the judge if he could serve his sentence at his home, but that request was denied. A trusted worker broke that trust. Derek Simpson is captured on tape physically abusing a nonverbal student with autism. He's seen pushing the boy's head down and using his body weight to hold him. Teacher aides are trained on how to deal with students with special needs. The boy was left with bruises. Simpson was suspended with pay for now. Some Frontier pilots hopped out of the friendly skies and hit the road. This is the Pilots Association's Mobile Strike Center. Pilots are taking turns driving the bus across the country, warning about the possibility of a pilot strike at Frontier. Frontier pilots say they are paid the lowest in all of North America. They say if the strike happens, it would stop Frontier flights at Tampa International and among other airports. In other news tonight, big name fashion brand Versace is being bought by Michael Kors. Michael Kors is shelling out a whopping $2.1 billion. Bloomberg reports that current Vice President and Chief Designer Donatella Versace met with employees early today to announce that sale. Now here's Dennis with your forecast. Den?
How you doing, everybody? Still, things are pretty active in the tropics. This was Kirk. Now nothing more than a wave, although a pretty decent chance it could develop over the next few days, although I still think eventually in the Western Caribbean fizzles out. So really at this point, not a threat to the U.S. This gets close, but then moves out to sea. This actually could turn into something a little more impressive, but still staying well out in the Atlantic. So bottom line, for us, the only thing to concern ourselves with are all that heat out there. We hit the mid-90s, a record high on Tuesday. More of the same over the next few days. And storms late afternoon, early evening variety with highs about 95 degrees.
Thanks, Dan. Don't forget you can get news updates all day long on your favorite streaming device. And remember to download our free ABC Action News app.
This ABC Action News Brief was brought to you by AlertFloridaToday.com. Pedestrians always use the crosswalk and cross with the signal when crossing the street, because safety doesn't happen by accident.